becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then. Do you think she'd talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have! She told us about that. Yeah, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Mayo Chizawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Alright, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it's a Nakagoshi case? Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Did you check on that? I will, but, well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes, Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All of Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases. Oh yeah! Jeez, what's up with that? Codenames. The amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. Oh. Guess that's it. Oh, there we go. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge. Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm a friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. I see. We gain quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Rio. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide. What? A van? Speeding? Yoko, what's wrong? Are you okay? Oh god, what happened? She must have heard it. Oh. Wait, what? Whoa. A van, there's a young man in the driver's seat, in the passenger seat, a woman? Oh god, what happened? Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. What the hell happened there? Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Junichi was so scared of Michio? What about that? I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but yeah, it's not great stuff. You see, well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Michio, what happened? Oh. Hey boss, forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss, they found this on the ground, a short distance away from the scene. What is it? A ribbon? Yeah, the kind you used to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before. It was Michio's. Yeah, you have? Go on then. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What on earth? Doesn't that mean that Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely, I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then, did she come back to life somehow? But how? This doesn't make any sense. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Junichi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? She really did come back to life. Then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Oh. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you're a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu, Chizawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it. Thank you, and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready. Hell yeah. Nice. So I'm wondering, is that going to finish both of their chapters? It does! Clever! Ah, there we go. Dead or alive. Seaman. Alright, dead or alive. Haru and Richter visit Michio's home, having determined her to be a key player in the unresolved kidnapping case from a year before. As the complicated story begins to unravel, they encounter two men. Banana. Near the Shiraishi household. Allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's John Ario. I hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here is the brilliant Chief Inspector Satsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. So, you two are detectives? This is my client, Miss Haru Shigema. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. A bigwig named Shigema. But boss, you know this guy? Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry, I am my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business, it ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all you criminals with a smile. That's our motto. How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on one second. This is the first time I'm hearing on that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. Aha! I thought we might cause trouble standing in the middle of the street talking like this, but so far we haven't drawn attention. Then again, that might just be because nobody wants to get involved with the case. It seems they were acquainted, but also like they haven't talked in a long time. I guess knowing how to deal with cops is also part of an investigator's job. Not quite, the two of us used to be comrades is all. Comrades? That's right, Richter used to be part of the police force himself. He quit a few years ago to go solo. Is that so? You should give it a try, Ario. There's more freedom in working as a private investigator. Can't say much for the quality of life, though. It's been 2 years, right? I hadn't heard of you since you quit. I didn't think your business would last, but here you are. You sure you don't want to return to the force? We take you back with open arms. What, to sit on my ass and watch the birds fly? I'll take a pass. I don't belong in that world. Come on, Richter. We need your talent. The public needs you. Nah, you don't. This is my calling. The police will manage just fine without me. I'll keep on tying up all your loose ends, saving the little birdies you abandon. Can't believe you were actually part of the police force once. There's a story behind everything, man. I don't regret my time on the force. I wouldn't have the connections I have today without it. A young and energetic detective, he seems to have a strong sense of justice. If my son had the chance to grow older, perhaps he would have become an officer just like him. He seems like he's got a lot of experience working the streets. Most of the officers I know are the bureaucratic desk jockey types. The contrast is rather striking. What brings you here, Richter? You want a case? That's right, I'm picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year. I remember now, you're that Haru Shigema from the kidnapping case. Oh, did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Munisada Shigema's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am. Indeed, the story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret, and unfortunately the department is unwilling to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. So they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place, then? That's right, an individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right, as of last week they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again. Interesting. Sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. Well, I do consider the police my people, so you consider the blame to be shared. You've got a stern side as well, I see. Oh. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you. And this is? Do you happen to know anything about the Seven Mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. And if you insist. What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? Oh god. I don't know much. I've heard of the Seven Mysteries, but this talk curses eludes me. Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Wait a second. I assumed they were talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. And as it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary? Plenty of things. Out of the ordinary? I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It must be something big if they've got you head office guys on it. Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul drakes to perform the Rite of Resurrection. And these curse stones are somehow connected to the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into all this. But if we're talking shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Wari Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prayer. Boss, what do you think? Well, considering the location, it could have been Hireki Araichi. We've already got his curse stone. Impressive. You two are working quick. Did you see anything else? Not that I can remember. That's a shame. If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a curse stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know. Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand on our case too. There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, no? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritise requests by the order in which they come. You see, well, can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. By the way, that reminds me, Richter. Yes? You said the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by chance? You knew? I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously, Michio was involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi. Oh right, Hajime Yoshimi. That's right, he died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi and the juvenile division and Michio. Well, hold on, let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talking about unforeseen developments. The shared information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn I want the full scoop of your finding concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Janucci? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet, but the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction. Testimony? You mean from those, psychic high schoolers? didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true, then... Did you figure something out? Wait. Kankachira Awai, huh? Kankachira Awai, he'll be the next victim. We have to open the door to the Shiraishi's house. We need to look inside. Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that, you know how long that could take? We can ask for permission later. Richter? Hey Richter, calm down, we can't just... I guess we're just breaking in. Hell yeah. I get the feeling he's already... dead. Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still the same as always. Everyone, come quick, look at this. Yep. He died the same way. Oh no. What's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here. Could that be Michio's dad? No, he's a stepdad at best. If that, it's got to be the body of Kanchikiro Awai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Ario, did you find Junichi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it, it looks as though Kohei Junichi had died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived? It's gotta be that, and if she's alive, then... Oh god. Oh! My apologies for interrupting. I know we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. Do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? And so, I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? What? Where was she this morning? I don't know. She never died. I don't know. I'm thinking like where it could be, but nothing's really like popping up. I'm just trying to think, like, go over it in my head. Candy shop. I have no idea. I don't know. I still find it weird how it says Kersek. We've not come across her actually, have we? No. I keep thinking I can scroll with the... Not Mayu... Michio. Michio and Yoko formed a long-lasting friendship. Blah blah blah. I have no idea. I'll be honest, I have absolutely no clue. What? I'm just going off of, like, there's 12 areas. I don't know. Screw it. It's where my cursor was. I see, very well. I'm correct. Okay, yeah, I knew that. As expected, you got it in one go. Well, the cause of death was such, was it not? You must have noticed some time ago. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. She was at the candy shop. What? I don't get that. Yep. I have no idea. Unless... Wait a minute. I can't... I'm in the middle of a chapter. I was about to play the beginning of, I don't remember which one it was. I can't remember which... I think it was Hitomi's Help. I don't know if it's the case, and this would be really odd. But at the same time... There was one thing that made me kind of confused, and that was when they were being questioned, Mio and Yoko, by Tatsumi and Ereo. For some reason, Michio was mentioned, and then Yoko sort of, like, went a bit nuts and mentioned that there was a van being driven by a young man and a woman. So it's there's a potential, possibly, I can't even remember where the hell it was mentioned. Actually, isn't that under phenomena? Or would it be culture? I can't remember who it was that mentioned it. I think it was Yoko. That people who are particularly attuned with spirits can get possessed. So it's a... Potentially, Yako could be getting possessed, or could have been possessed by Michio. Because apparently, I'm pretty sure it was also mentioned that the stronger a bond between two people, the more likely a possession occurs. And it would also explain why Yako was stood upright at 8 AM, as if she'd just, like, woken up. That's a theory, I have no idea. But now that I thought about it, I was like, hang on, that's where Yako was. And when Mio met up with her, she seemed a bit, like, out of it. What? So you really think Michio Shiraishi is alive? Just think it through when it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but... Do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? Oh my god, it would be! I'm an idiot, for God. I'm so dumb. It should be obvious considering how they've died. They're dying via the false procession. There's only one person that has it. Yeah, I'm so dumb. First of all, Ereo, go report this to HQ. Understood, I'll get on it right away. I don't know why it never really occurred to me. If they're dying... Why is there a bunch of Nejima on the wall? But yeah, if they're all dying via the Fool's Procession, then it can only be one person. That would also explain why Yako went nuts when she saw Janucci. In the school. She, like, went proper nuts and really wanted to kill him. Oh. I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs a looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person pacing on the wall over there. Huh? Whoa, hold on. These photos. These are all of Fumachika Nejima. Gross. Really, come to think of it, He was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over there. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders. I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine? Just keep looking around. There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world this is. They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time they're useless imitations, though. I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my. Who knew the Chief Inspector was such an expert on the occult? I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject. Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. Western black magic. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism, or may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly: black magic, the practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subject studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day: war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers, as heresy. These rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility. Oh, we got magic. This drawer is really old, Chief Inspector. Do you mind if I look inside? Huh? I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right, Ario isn't here, so let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here, not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see. Thank you anyway. It looks like the things we've spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual or whatever was something he attempted to... he attempted up to recently. Plenty of the neighbours mentioned having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night. You think Awai was the one chanting? Hard to say, could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn whatever it is that we're trying to do. Look at these, pictures of Fumichika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. You think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to the Nejima's case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. Credit, I think Nejima might be involved in all this too. Huh? Do you think he might have anything to do with the body here? Maybe, the man's already out on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard. So he hasn't changed his ways. This doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say? That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago I found the hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say? You were the kid from back then. You're really brave. You did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. That asshole, I wonder who put the idea into his head, and now he's got the one-sided read too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. Seriously? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to stay put here. The fucker wants us to get all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if Awai and Fumichika Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. Yeesh. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the looks of him, I'd say he's Kinshibori Awai. You've seen him before? I heard he had a criminal record, so I